When I think back to childhood, Mia is in nearly every memory, laughing, loyal, and every bit the sister I didn't have. We'd shared everything. Late-night secrets, embarrassing crushes, even unbreakable promises that we'd be best friends forever. But by the time high school came around, something began to change. Mia was always popular, always had this natural charm. When we started junior year, she began drifting into the popular crowd while I stayed with my smaller group of friends. It didn't bother me. At least, not until Travis became part of her life. Travis had this larger-than-life reputation. He was the kind of guy who walked into a room and expected everyone's eyes to turn. And for reasons I couldn't fathom, he decided I was his favorite target. It started with harmless jabs, calling me bookworm or grandma because I wasn't at every party like him. But then it escalated. One day, I was walking to class when I heard him laugh with his friends. "Did you see the mess Jess calls an outfit today? She's always 2 years behind in style." His friends roared with laughter. I felt heat creep up my neck but ignored him. I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction of a reaction. After that, he escalated to rumors. Suddenly, people were asking me why I was so obsessed with Travis. Someone told me he'd started a group chat just to laugh about how pathetic I was. I felt exposed, like every embarrassing moment I'd ever had was on display for people I barely knew. I went straight to Mia. We'd been friends our whole lives, and I knew she'd understand. "He's making my life hell, Mia. He's spreading all these rumors. Can't you do something? Tell him to back off." She looked at me, shrugged, and said, "He's just joking, Jess. You're being too sensitive." I couldn't believe it. This was my best friend, the girl who used to defend me against anyone who even looked at me wrong. And now, she was standing there, shrugging off my pain like it was nothing. Days turned into weeks, and the rumors got worse. And each time, Mia would shrug, defend him, or tell me I was being overdramatic. Then one day, I heard the real news. Mia and Travis were dating. I confronted her after school, hoping she'd deny it, hoping it was just a twisted rumor. But when I asked, she gave me this smile, as if I'd asked her about the weather. "Yeah, Jess," she said. "We're together. What's the big deal?" "The big deal?" My voice trembled, and I could feel my fists clench. "He's made my life hell, Mia. You know that. And now you're dating him." She rolled her eyes. "Oh, come on. You need to let this go. He's really sweet once you get to know him. Maybe if you stopped acting like a victim all the time, you'd see it too." That was it. The girl who had been like my sister, who knew everything I'd gone through, was standing there defending the guy who tormented me for months. I walked away, swallowing the lump in my throat, and told myself I'd get through this, with or without her. But Travis wasn't done. He knew I was already hurt, and dating my best friend just gave him more leverage. A few weeks later, I found out that my biology project had mysteriously gone missing the night before it was due. I panicked, looking everywhere, even in classrooms I hadn't been in. Finally, one of his friends came up to me laughing. "Looking for this," he said, holding up my project. Travis had taken it and told his friend to keep it safe. I was beyond furious. I stormed up to him in the cafeteria, ignoring the way people stared, whispering about drama queen Jess. "Give me my project back, Travis," I demanded. He gave me this lazy smirk. "Relax, Jess. It's just a project. Maybe if you were a little more organized, this wouldn't happen to you." The anger bubbled up so fast I could barely think straight. "I know you took it. Just give it back." He laughed, and right there Mia joined in, shaking her head. "Jess, honestly, you're always accusing people of things. Maybe you just lost it." I couldn't believe she was standing there defending him again. But I didn't have time to argue. I reported it to the teacher, and he ended up being forced to give it back. The look he gave me afterward was pure hatred, and I knew he was far from finished. Sure enough, his next trick came a few days later. I started hearing whispers in the hallways, people giving me strange looks and laughing. It turned out Travis had spread a rumor that I was obsessed with the basketball team captain, and that I was planning to ask him out at the upcoming pep rally. It was humiliating. But the worst part? Mia was right there beside him, laughing like it was all just a big joke. Finally, I tried to talk to her one last time. I waited for her after class, hoping maybe, just maybe, she'd see reason. "Mia, can we talk?" I asked, my voice low. She looked annoyed, crossing her arms. "What now, Jess? Why are you doing this? I asked, my voice barely a whisper. You know what he's doing to me. And you're just letting it happen. She rolled her eyes. Oh, please. Travis is just joking around. You need to stop being so sensitive. I felt something snap. Sensitive? Mia, this is bullying. He's humiliating me, and you're standing there laughing with him. How could you do this to me? Her eyes narrowed. Maybe I just got tired of your drama, Jess. Maybe if you just lighten up, you wouldn't be so miserable all the time. That was it. I walked away numb. Mia wasn't my friend anymore. That much was clear. From then on, I avoided them both as much as possible, even if it meant eating lunch alone or staying in the library during free periods. I didn't care. I was done. But as much as I tried to escape, Travis wasn't done tormenting me. During finals week, I discovered someone had stolen my notebook with all my study guides and notes. I knew exactly who had taken it. When I confronted Mia about it, hoping she might show some decency, she put on this innocent look. I haven't seen it, Jess. You're so paranoid. That was the last straw. I went straight to the principal and detailed everything. The stolen project, the rumors, the stolen notebook. I requested a separate class schedule and reported every bit of harassment. And the principal, who'd probably seen kids like Travis before, listened. When my notebook miraculously turned up in the trash a few days later, Travis tried to play it off like it was all a joke, even tried to apologize in front of the principal, saying I didn't mean anything by it, Jess. I just thought we were having fun. But I wasn't about to let him off that easy. I stood there, cold and unyielding, and said, if you were really sorry, you'd have stopped months ago. This isn't fun. It's bullying. And I'm done. With that, the principal gave him a serious warning and enforced new rules that kept him far away from me in classes and around the school. It wasn't long after that when everything fell apart for Mia and Travis. He'd moved on, already involved with someone else, and rumors spread fast about how he'd cheated on Mia with more than one girl. She became the talk of the school, her popularity tanking as people whispered about how stupid she'd been to trust him. One afternoon, as I was leaving school, she showed up at my locker, eyes swollen and red, barely able to speak. Jess, can we talk? I looked at her, feeling a strange mix of pity and resentment. What is it, Mia? She started crying, clutching her bag. I'm sorry. You were right about Travis. He cheated on me. With so many girls. And now no one will even talk to me. I took a deep breath, the words weighing heavy on my tongue. Mia, do you realize what you did to me? You watched him hurt me, over and over, and you defended him. And now, when it's convenient, you want me to forgive you. Her face crumpled, tears streaming down her cheeks. I miss you, Jess. I made a mistake. I know that now. Please, can't we go back to how things were? I shook my head slowly. You didn't make a mistake, Mia. You made choices. You chose him over me, again and again. And now that he's hurt you, you want me to pick up the pieces. She just stood there, crying, and for a moment, I felt a pang of guilt. But I knew I couldn't let her back in, not after everything she'd done. I need time, Mia.